Today on Science Fridays with John, we're going to play with 2 styrofoam cups, some string, and we're going to see if we can hear our voice through it. Stay tuned. I'll see you in my lab. Hi everyone, I'm John, the science guy, and welcome again to my friendly lab. You know, whether you're 103, 10, 20, 30, or maybe 6, we all like games, and we've all played the game of telephone when we were younger, right? You know, when you tell this person, what time is lunch? And then all the way at the end, it comes out with the phrase, are we going to the football game tonight? Like, that has no connection to anything. Because, you see, people selectively hear what they want to hear. That's why when you use the game of telephone and you have more people, the message is extremely unreliable because one person changes, and usually you don't just make it like 2 words, you make it like 6 words, and there's just so many things, so you figure, well, if one word changes, it's not a big deal. But if somebody else changes another word, then they don't realize what the original message was, and it just gets all screwed up. All right, so I've got 2 cups, got a scissor. Gonna take a little point here. If you are under 18, make sure you get your parents' supervision because this is a little dangerous and we don't want anybody going to the hospital. I'm just gonna take that, I'm just gonna make a tiny little hole like so in the 1 cup. Take it in the 2nd cup. Just gonna make a tiny little hole. Okay, we don't wanna make a whole bowling ball hole, just like so. I'm just gonna use some string. Okay. So if your string doesn't get in the hole, then just make the hole just a tiny bit bigger. But remember, you can't make the hole smaller. So what I generally recommend doing is taking the hole once you got it, then taking the string, and then just trying to push that right in the hole. This way, you're gonna get a tight fit, okay? And by getting that tight fit, this will work the best. So you see how I'm kind of like pushing it in there? Okay, so I've got the string through the cup. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna tie a basic knot in it. Okay, I'm gonna do that twice. Now, what you have to make sure of is that the hole is not too big. Because you see, I'm tying a few knots in here. Why? Because if the hole is too big, it'll allow the string to pull right through. You see how I can pull that and it's not gonna come out? All right. So now, depending on how long your string is gonna be dictated on how long you want the person to be, how far you want them to be at. So I'm gonna cut the string based on how far I want the person to be on the other end. I'm gonna take this right here. Okay. So. I'm gonna follow the same process over here, just like we did on the first cup. I recommend using the smaller edge of the scissor because if you use the wider edge, it will make the hole bigger, and then what's gonna happen is you're gonna have to tie a much bigger knot to get it through. Okay, so this one here, a pretty big hole, so we're going to tie this. That hole's a little big. Okay. Okay, now that we have built this little manual telephone, it's not going to put MCI, AT&T, Cellular, Verizon, or any of those companies out of business. But it is fun, and I know when I was younger, I actually made one of these, and the thing about it is we had like 10 of them in our tent, and we could talk to different tents. We'll do a little experiment to show you what I mean there in just a second. So I'm going to invite one of our camera assistants here, Max, to come in from the lab and to see if this works. So just walk out there a little bit, just keep a little bit of tension. No, we gotta keep just a little bit. Okay, so you see how there's a little bit of tension, not too much tension, just, okay, so we're just gonna back up here just a tiny bit. Okay, just a tiny bit, just step a little bit, just a tiny bit. So just a tiny, that's perfect, just like that. Can you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, what'd I say?
You said, can you hear what I'm saying? What
Now,
time is it?
now go back there again. Now I'm gonna try it again. Just keeping the string just a little bit taut, but just a little, just go a little bit out, a little bit more. There you go.
What time is the Yankees playing tonight?
Okay. So you see how you guys couldn't even hear what we were talking about. Why was he able to hear me? And you guys on camera weren't able to hear me. Well, it's because sound travels through a string or a wire. All right. So why do I tell you this? Because in your life, all of your desires travel through another conduit. That could be a person, that could be emotions, and a variety of things. So realize that when you want to get to your goal, it might have to go through or travel through something else that you weren't expecting. Hey, thanks so much for popping by my lab. Like, love, support, hit the bell notification icon, hit the subscribe button, and make the choice, buy my team and I a cup of coffee, a slice of dessert, or perhaps a fresh bowl of fruit. Either way, we'll be grateful with those pennies and dollars. We'll invest them into new hardware, new technology, new equipment, new software, even new facilities, even the most jaw-dropping, motivational, inspirational science content to lift you off this planet. So I want to see you on another show real soon. Check out BelieveMeAchieve.com for even more great content. Right now, everybody else couldn't hear what I'm saying. Try it again. I'm going to whisper. Keep it tight.
Oh.
We have to do that. Let me get another cup. Hang on. Did you get enough there or not really? No? You got enough? Or do I need to redo it?